first and foremost, I'm so happy with the SWD. The 4Ps is my baby, considering that I was the chairman and the principal author at the time was passed. And number one, we strongly support the 4Ps program, the TUCP, for its continuance, and dapat no abolition to that effect. If ever there is some kailangan i-amend, then dapat i-amend. I heard that you were talking about the 7 years. There's limitation. When I was the chairman at the time, we don't have these facts and figures in front of us. If ever yung amendment at 7 years, then so be it. We will support that amendment because at that time, we thought that kailangan lang ang daming report when I was sharing it again na abuses, di ba? So, wala naman yan. What's the poverty incidence ngayon, Mr. Secretary, please?
15.5%. The latest data given to us by PSA, 15.5% of our population are classified as poor.
Thank you. 15 na ngayon. Good. Kaya ba natin in 2028, as promised by President, na single digit?
We're part of the group that's working towards that direction. I don't think it's a choice. The president gave his instructions, so we cannot say no. We have to do what he wants.
Madalang salita, it may or may not happen. But of course, dapat from 15, it should go down close to that level. Then we'll be happy by 2028, Mr. Secretary, correct?
Mr. Chair, when the president started, it was at 18. Now it's at 15. And it's also reflective in the number of our 4Ps beneficiaries.
Thank you, sir. Ito yung food poverty threshold, which is 9,000 pesos, correct? From
According
PSA.
to the PSA.
Yes, the 2023 PSA data. Alam mo, Secretary, we're always for minimum wage increase. Muntik ng increase na problema lang sa BICAM last time in 19th Congress. Anyway, we try again. With 9,000 pesos, it's about 300 pesos a day, di ba? And then if you have 695 with the latest increase minimum wage, so 695 less 300, it's 395 pesos. So my question is about 300 pesos a day. So my question is, yung 395, kaltasan pa yan sa SSS, PhilHealth, Pag-ibig, water, electricity, rent, etc., etc., etc. That's why I hope we can solicit or get a support from you. We need your help in coming up with your agency task to eradicate. We cannot, well, kung di kaya ma-eradicate, at least to bring it down to the level of single digit. But then again, it's very difficult to talk about bringing down the single digit, considering that the poverty wages, it's only NCR is actually above. Are you aware of this, Mr. Secretary, that it's only NCR is actually above poverty threshold, and the rest of the country, sa minimum wages are actually below poverty threshold. Example lang, Barn is 10,008 something, and then yung poverty threshold is 12,000, so kulang 2,000 pesos. Thank you for the province of Cotabato for your help, Mr. Secretary. That being said, so sa Cotabato, for example, 430. So you have a nominal wage of 11,000, but the poverty threshold is 12,000. Again, the question, sir, is simply lang, how can we do this na considering tayo are now supporting actually below poverty threshold levels? Mr. Secretary.
Mr. Chair, I will not dare question the wisdom of our Deputy Speaker, who is a labor expert. If I can just inject to the discussion and put it in the table, I believe that Secretary Balisacan in the DBCC macroeconomic hearing in the Senate said that he will revisit all these thresholds because, like as pointed out by by Deputy Speaker, how a lot of the prescribed minimum wage is not suffice to be able to meet the daily requirements prescribed for a family to call themselves not poor. So I subscribe to what he is saying. He clearly ran his numbers, and I think the DBCC has also taken cognizance of this.
Thank you. But we really need your support on this, Mr. Secretary. In the last hike, we passed it in Congress, we passed it in the Senate. Nakaproblema lang sa BICAM. And those who oppose it are actually the person that you're talking about, yung economic managers. Very frustrating. That being said, sir, I hope I can elicit support from you on how are we going to come up this seemingly problem na sabi nyo, we eradicate poverty, but in the first place, minimum wages in this country is actually below poverty threshold. In the meantime, kami sa TUCP will more of a statement na we'll work with you trying to find out na kung pwede, how are we going to get there. So dito, we're working with the Speaker and we can find common ground with that, Mr. Secretary. Yun lang, Mr. Secretary, I am happy that you're a bit supportive. Please, go ahead, sir.
Well noted, Mr. Chair. And I will always make sure that the department shares the position of a decent earning for every single Filipino family.
My time is up. Other than that, you have my full support, and of course, of all the agencies, dapat naman increasean, full increase, more budget for DSWD. Agad salamat, Mr. Secretary. Thank you, Madam Chair and Mr. Chair.